Gemini or Gemini cross watcher, this message is going to be for you. Let me go ahead and set the timer. All right, so this is what I got before I started the video. This is an example. I don't think this is the message at all, but it's going to stem from this. It's going to come off of it. I heard someone saying, I cannot wait till I'm 18. I cannot wait till I'm 18 and I move out and I do this and you know what I mean? But what I saw in my mind is someone here, whether this is you or another, it could be reversed. I'm going to say it's another person so I don't get confused. Someone here has been dealing with a particular individual. They could be in a relationship, or they just, you know, they have someone that I feel could be around their age. Like they could even be like trying to make something work for whatever reason. But it's almost because someone feels like right now they don't have a choice, or they kind of have to. Like that's their belief, right? Or yours. Someone feels like they kind of have to make something work, or they kind of have to be with who they're with because they're in a way like settling. But the vibe is they think about you often, vice versa. Someone here will say it like this, thinks about another individual often, and when they start having issues, or you know, who they've been dealing with, we'll say it like that, the connection isn't as strong, or when they fight and they have problems, they come right back to you mentally and they're thinking, oh, Gemini, vice versa, I want to reconnect with Gemini, I want to talk to Gemini, I wonder what Gemini is doing, I wonder if Gemini wants to hang out. Like, it's almost cheating, but it's like emotional cheating, see what I'm saying, in a way? Or it's like, someone's like in between here, okay? They don't know if they want you one minute, or they want to be single and kind of talk to who they've been talking to, or if they want to stay with who they've been with, if they're with somebody. It's been like up in the air. This is someone who doesn't know. However, I believe you probably got to a place where you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say you're like focusing on you now. If this is not you, this is another person who's like gone quiet. They're focusing on them now because maybe they felt like, yes, neither one of our situations are ideal, but I've been very open with you, and I feel as if you're not being very open with me, so I can't force you. But you're the train. I'm gonna need a little bit more. And I'm not gonna try to force you. I'm not gonna be anything that anyone else has ever been to you. I don't want anyone to try to force me, and I appreciate that you haven't. It's something like this, right? It's like a connection that has great potential, where neither people are really possessive of each other, or what do you call that, like demanding of each other. There's really no hard feelings, no issues between you and them. But one of you, or the both of you even, have other people y'all are dealing with. Why do I feel like it's people you have children with? If you don't have children with them, you could currently be married to them, or maybe, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? This is too confusing. The reason this one is so confusing is because there's definitely more than one person. I feel like there's more than 3 people. I feel like it's both. I mean, you can both be single even. You could both be childless. One of you could have kids and the other one no. One of you could have older kids and the other one still got young kids. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that there's like at least 4 people involved here. You know, let's say you've got an ex or a current individual that you're kind of, and they got one too. But yet it's like, well, I like to connect with Gemini because it feels comfortable, but it would also complicate this situation I've got going on. That's why it's like nothing's moved forward here. Just roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. That's what it feels like. Roadblock. But what do you do when you got a roadblock? You find a way around. You know, you take a boat. Somebody could have a boat here. You take a car. You take a train. You take a plane. You know, you make it happen if you want it to. And I think that's where someone's at. I think somebody definitely wants to make something happen here. It's just taken time. I also think someone could have been a little bit more open. One of you was more open and honest about your situation, although it wasn't ideal. One of you said it from the beginning, like, this is my actual situation. It's not great, but this is what I have to work with. Whereas the other one didn't really open up that much, it feels. Feels like someone kind of kept things to themselves and was a little bit more, it appears to be secretive. And that probably made the other individual, if this is you, it probably made you feel very uncomfortable. Like, well, I said something that I wasn't very proud of, or that could possibly, you know, prohibit this from going smoothly. But you hear my stomach growling? But I have not heard anything from you. I've been left hungry. I've been left wanting. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm just, you know, I feel like there's no hard feelings here between you and an individual. Like I said, I don't think there's any bad blood between you and said individual. I do think you both have complicated situations. At least one of you does. I do think both of you probably have children, which could also complicate things depending on how old they are also, you know. But at the end of the day, I feel like these are things just for a moment that could be, at least if not put to the side, put down for a moment so that you and them could just connect and talk on an organic level where both parties are equally giving, are equally opening up and being like, hey, what's your current situation? I'll tell you mine. Let me just open up and be vulnerable. Whoever was the most vulnerable last time that you and this individual spoke, I feel that the other one is going to have to step it up, or it's never going to come forward. It's never going to happen. The other person's going to have to be more open about whatever situation they've got going on. If this is you, you just have to be honest with yourself and be like, I need to be more clear with this person and tell them what I'm going through because they were clear with me. You see what I'm saying? Like, to me, there's a little bit too many secrets, and the thing is, it feels rather new as far as nothing solid has happened yet between the two of you. There's not been an actual relationship between you and this person, and there can't be when both of you still have things that haven't closed out yet. Did y'all hear that? That's my cats about to try to... They're fighting. My daughter broke it up. She always breaks up the fights. She's always sitting in there watching them because she knows. One of them still has his, and so he's a little, he tries to, you know, get fresh with them, and they don't like that. That could be part of the message, you know? Maybe someone here is like, cut the shit. Cut the crap. You know what I mean? Really. If you want me, you want me. If not, because you know what I mean? And if not, I'm gonna bounce back. I'm gonna pull away. This feels like something that is like, stop, go, on, off, or it never has taken off the ground. Like the hot air balloon, it didn't have enough heat to it. It just never quite got there. It's like trying to bounce off the ground, but it just keeps falling back down. And it's because either both of you or one of you has a situation, I'm telling you, that is not closed out yet, or that it's uncertain. It could be for a numerous amount of reasons. Somebody could still be having feelings for someone here. Somebody may not have the money. I'm gonna have to pause this video. There we go. I'm gonna have to pause this video. My daughter's getting. This is not new. This happens all the time. That, honestly, someone could be fighting where they're at. They could be fighting where they're at, fighting with who they're with. Maybe it's because of children. I don't know, guys. Something's going on. It feels like it wouldn't be easy, but that doesn't mean that the two of you can't establish a connection. You know what I mean? But then again, if somebody's in a relationship, you definitely can't establish a connection. I don't know. I don't know how this goes, but it actually feels like something that has potential, but it may not ever get there because there's too many factors. There's too many outside factors, it feels. So it's best to probably cut the connection. I feel that some of you maybe already have. We have 17 seconds on the clock. Some of you or them, somebody here may have already cut the connection, and I guess it's just a waiting game to see if this is meant to be. It'll come together. You know, the two of you will meet up, or you'll meet up again, or you will make something more of it, or it just won't happen. And we're gonna leave it there. Time's up. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later.